do you always need to cut to grow? How can leaders distinguish the part of cost cutting will truly be to their distinct advantage?
Yes, it's a very interesting question. So I'll say the short answer is yes, but there's nuances to that. Perhaps I'll phrase it a little differently. You don't always have to cut necessarily, but you always have to manage your cost structure as efficiently as you can, as effectively as you can. And 2 or 3 things to pay attention to are, one is, what are you spending your money on? And how much of the money you're spending is aligned with the growth priorities, the differentiating capabilities that you want to build and strengthen, versus the rest of what needs to happen, the housekeeping stuff, what we call lights on. Simply keep the lights on in the building, in the operations in the company, or basic table stakes that if you want to compete in a certain industry, you have to have those capabilities. So how much of your money are you spending on basic necessities versus what truly differentiates you and gives that competitive muscle? And what we advocate is that you have to continuously look at that allocation of the resources against those 3 things, differentiating table stakes versus lights on, and must make sure that you balance them continually. Sometimes companies get out of whack and costs get out of proportion and they have to rebalance in a more dramatic fashion, and that's when cost cutting happens. Other times you might be able to just tweak on the course of business as usual, and not drastic cost reductions, but perhaps hold your breath a little bit and maybe go on a little bit of a hiring freeze, or do a little bit of tweaking here and there for 6 months, 12 months and get back in shape. So, maybe if you're over 30 pounds overweight, you're doing the crash diet to get back in shape. But if you're 5 pounds over, maybe watching the extra cup of coffee might make a difference.